Uh, yeah, I'm trying my best here. All right. Let's do. Okay, Taylor Fox. You disagree that women doing OnlyFans means she has low value. You write, continue to write, men consume that content more than anyone, so clearly someone values it. So when you say you disagree that women doing OnlyFans means she has low value, uh, you're of course referencing from a dating perspective, right?
Not necessarily. I mean, some people have even told me just for the fact I have an OnlyFans, my opinion at all does not matter. Like, and like, they were like, OnlyFans is like the very lowest society. They don't really matter at all, basically.
Well, in terms of, so I think logically, you wouldn't be able to discount, like, so a woman who is a sex worker who does OnlyFans, you cannot discount her opinion simply by virtue of her doing OnlyFans. Like, that's just logically incoherent. That's fallacious. Now, if an OnlyFans girl, has a really stupid opinion on something, you can discount the stupid opinion because it's a stupid opinion, but not because she's an OnlyFans girl.
Thank you.
So, but in terms of value, I would say, so you're not talking about dating? Because when we use the term value, I think we're usually talking about dating.
I mean, I can't say dating, though.
So you mean value in society?
I guess I just meant in general, because...
But you said women, because, okay, this is what you wrote. You disagree that women doing OnlyFans means she has low value.
Right.
But when you say low value, do you mean to society? Do you mean when it comes to men's assessment of women's attractiveness? What do you mean? Like low value?
Like, it's just super frowned upon. So I think that's what I meant by that.
Okay.
Because like, if I was to mean in dating, I mean, not everybody's going to have to choose an OnlyFans girl. So there's like many other jobs to choose from. So I can't really say that because they can do something that I feel like isn't as valuable. Like,
okay. Well, I mean, do you think in terms of what men value in a romantic partner, do you think that a woman who's involved in sex work, who does OnlyFans, do you think that that is an optimal career for a woman?
do you mean if they're like having sex with multiple people or the person that are just with? Like, is it any different to you?
Wait, what?
Like,
You
if
should answer my question before you ask me a question.
I'm wondering, like, what you mean by that, though, because are you saying, like, because you're saying sex work. There's, like, I feel like there's different levels of that. Sleeping with just your partner or
Okay,
sleeping
then-
with multiple people.
Well, here, we can just bring it back down to just doing OnlyFans then.
Just general
Yeah,
OnlyFans.
so just let's just say OnlyFans. Say you're not fucking other men, although a lot of these OnlyFans girls do. You're posting nude content, you're fleecing men on OnlyFans, blah, blah, blah. That stuff is going to be out there permanently. That could potentially reflect poorly on your husband, on your children. Your children might get bullied. Maybe it doesn't happen, maybe it does. So I guess the question is, do you think it's like an optimal career choice for a woman in terms of her appeal to men in general? Do any of the other OF girls want to weigh in on this? What do you think?
Because I come from an Asia country, like honestly, I feel like it does make a big impact. Like definitely, the guys will feel mindful of what we do in this line of work. But before I got into this line, I'm not planning to have kids, so I think like this part didn't really come across about my mind, and I just want to like work hard and earn more money. And also that's why now I'm not trying to like date seriously because I think I respect their point of view, and I think it's really hard to date,
What do you think?
especially from the place where I come from.
Me? Okay. I've done OnlyFans in and out of relationships, so I've had it both ways, but it has always been just stuff with my partner. It's never been like outside parties. So I had one relationship where she was fine with making content with me, and then I've had another relationship where she didn't want to be involved, but she was fine with me. But she's okay. She was fine with me doing more like vanilla things. So that's pretty much all I've done, but it just depends on the relationship and what they're comfortable with, essentially.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think... Oh, did you want to say something more?
No.
Oh, okay. I mean, I think generally speaking, so if we're talking about value in terms of what people value in terms of a partner, I think that OnlyFans, generally speaking, is going to be appraised as a negative for a lot of people. Like, I don't think a lot of men are going to be super stoked on that. I know you're married. I assume your husband's okay with it. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
Has it caused any issues?
We decided it together. Like, I didn't fully actually start posting until we decided that together, because I wouldn't have disrespected him, because I really wanted to be with him.
Wait, so it was like a mutual, like you guys both wanted to do it, or?
I'm the one who brought it up,
Yeah.
and
Well, he's stay at home, right? Like, you make all the money, is that correct?
yes,
basically?
now. At the
Okay.
time we started it, I mean, it was just not a good
It was
time.
different, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and look, some men are okay with it. I'm not going to say universally men are always against it. Plenty of men are in relationships and married to sex workers and OnlyFans girls. But I think as a general principle, I would say that men typically are going to look at it as a not your human value, but like your value as a potential girlfriend, potential wife. They are going to be like have a negative assessment of it. That's not to say that, look, I think women who do sex work in OnlyFans, it can complicate things, but it's not to say that they can never find love, they can never get married, they can never have kids. I think it complicates things a little bit. It might make things harder. It's going to close the door for some men. Some men are going to be like, nope, it's 100% a deal breaker for some men. Other men are okay with it. Also, I have a philosophy that attractive women always land on their feet.
Like a cat?
Sort of, in the sense that like there's a cope. I think some men cope. They're like, oh, you did OnlyFans, you're screwed for life and you're never going to find a boyfriend or love or a relationship. I think that's cope. I think, and when I say I think, I mean I know, that typically attractive women, no matter how bad they fucked up in their past, attractive women have a tendency to land on their feet. People in the chat might disagree. They might think it's unfair, but the reality is attractive women tend to land on their feet, and there is going to be some guy who will date you and you'll be in love and blah, 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 blah. Maybe. It's not a guarantee, but so, yeah.
I mean, really, it's not a guarantee you'll find love anyway.
Sure,
without doing
of course.
OnlyFans.
Even if you don't do OnlyFans, not even a guarantee then.
That's why people
But I
have
do
dogs
think,
and cats.
like for example, I'm willing to even say, to be charitable, my podcast, like I'm not immune to what's the right word? To, I guess self-awareness would be correct. Like by virtue of me being publicly out there and like having political takes, especially political takes, as soon as you get into political stuff, yeah, like 50% of people are off the table for you. Like 50%, just closed door, right? Because if you differ from them in terms of, well, I guess that would just apply, like even if you're privately political, like let's say you're conservative privately, that's going to close the door to you anyways with a liberal woman. But even conservative women might not want to be like, oh, I don't know, he's got this controversial show, blah, 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 whatever. He gets death threats. I don't want to deal with it. Whatever. So I'm not immune to this very same effect where, like, yeah, it definitely closes the door, but it also opens the door in a lot of ways too. So
I think that just as your job might close doors for people, I think OnlyFans also closes doors for people. So you're
Yes.
definitely correct in the fact that it does. Some people aren't into it, and that's okay.
Some people aren't into people in the military either,
Yeah,
or,
like,
into
anything can close the
doctors
door.
or
Yeah.
lawyers or,
but I don't know. I think it will have a Brian being chubby. Didn't yeah, I saw it. Yeah. Okay. So, anyways, so you weren't talking about relationships though, really, when it comes to like the low value thing.
If I were to put it in relationship wise, I would say it would be a lot harder to date after like you have had OnlyFans, because people won't look at you like they would more look at you as to sleep with you, much less to actually get to know you.
Maybe. Although, like, I mean, a lot of these OnlyFans girls, like, at least their fans would probably date them. But then the question is, do the OnlyFans girls find their fans attractive? That's the other question you got to think about. But yeah, you disagree that women having high standards makes them entitled. Next topic. You said women are selective because the consequences for choosing the wrong man are way higher. So what do you mean? You think you disagree that women having high standards makes them entitled? What do you mean?
If I have high standards of something that I really look for in a man, I don't feel like that's entitled.
I'm going to respond to that. I have a chat coming through. Back to the topic at hand. What was your thing?
You asked me if having
High standards makes women...
entitled.
Yeah, what would be an example of a high standard that I object to or something? I don't know.
Like, what do I look for in a man?
No, not you, but like... Okay, so... I don't know how to frame this. I think sometimes women have expectations or standards for men that are delusional. So, for example, let me give you one. A woman who makes, or sorry, a woman who wants a man to make, say, $1 million a year. I think that that's a bit unrealistic. You would agree that that's a high standard. Do you think that that would make them entitled, or is it wrong?
If they, I mean, yeah, I can see where you're going with this. I do think that's a lot. So I don't know. I do think that makes them entitled, especially if they don't make, unless they make just close to that maybe.
Oh, just take it off the table? I'm not sure. What was that?
Forget to pull out my cloth tag.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I think women should have reasonable standards, realistic standards. So should men. They need to be commensurate and in line with their own value and offering. So if you're an average woman and you're like, I want to date a guy who makes $10 million a year, and you're average looking, the things you could offer are not that great. Like, I think it's very unlikely, even if you have that high standard, that you're going to get it. And so I think a lot of women, even average women, are trying to date well above what their looks, prospects, and personalities warrant. Do you disagree with that, or?
I don't disagree with that. However, if a woman makes millions of dollars a year and she wants her husband to make $1 million, I don't think that's unreasonable.
It might be unreasonable. It might be unreasonable insofar as the amount of people who make that much money is really small. So when you become an outlier as an individual, while you might desire somebody else who's an outlier, it's still going to be like really rare and hard to find that person. Like, if my standard was, like, say I'm making $5 million a year. And I'm like, well, I'm only going to date a woman who makes $5 million a year. Like, that's shrunk my pool of potential women to way, way, way less than 1%, excuse me. So,
Well, isn't it true that the majority of people don't even make $100,000 a year?
so I think to be in the top 1%, it's $400,000 a year to be in the
Right.
top 1% in the United States.
But even that's just 1% out of how many people are in the U.S.? You know, and that's 400,000.
$400,000.
You know,
yeah.
and that's 1%. You know,
That- yeah.
everybody else is under that, and we're expecting men to make millions of dollars a year. That's
Yeah.
outlandish.
It is. It is. And also, I mean, you can have, even if it's a guy makes less than $1 million a year, like, you can still have a pretty nice life.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm trying to think, like San Francisco, New York City, and like.
Well,
some
come to
parts of
Kansas and buy a
California.
house. You'll see
Like,
how cheap and how
if
nice
you make
it is.
$200K almost anywhere, like, that's pretty good. Like, maybe SF and New York, it's not ideal, but
You're pretty much like a millionaire in Kansas if you make that.
you can buy a house in Kansas for that much.
You can buy a house in Kansas for a penny, pretty much.
Yeah. But I don't know. Anything else? Anybody? Nobody else wants to weigh in? Hello? Dating discussion podcast? Hello?
I still
Nobody
don't
has thoughts?
think that you having that standard, or at least wanting that standard, would make you entitled.
Well, I would say this. For a woman who makes $1 million, so I think when men make more money, their dating pool opens up. When women make more money, their dating pool shrinks. Because men, typically, men don't really care about a woman's career. They don't care about a woman's status. They don't care about a woman's money. Really don't care. There maybe some guys fucking care. Most men do not care about a woman's money. So a guy who's rich, making a bunch of money, like a super successful lawyer, he'll date a girl who, like an attractive, pleasant girl who works as a barista, who
They
works
care
at
more
Chick-fil-A.
about the experience than they do what she does.
Wait, men care about experience?
They care about the experience with the woman more than they care about what she does when
Yes.
she's not with him.
Correct. And so, but as a woman, women typically, when they start to make money, they're like, oh, like if a woman makes $500,000 a year, would you agree that technically, like, the guy could not work who she's with? Like, she could hold it down.
I mean, she could.
She
but I
can
wouldn't
hold
want
it down
to do that.
financially as long as a man's doing something. I mean, in my case, my man cooks every night for us. He takes care of
Oh,
the
boy.
kids. He helps me with the house. Like, he does everything he's supposed to do at home.
Does he
So,
breastfeed the children?
no.
Oh, okay, just checking.
But a man can't do that. So that's
Don't they make
irrelevant.
things that men can wear?
But that's not the real thing. So I
Okay,
don't think
I-
that's.
I think it is a thing, actually.
No, I
A
mean,
fake-
like, a man has to get
No.
a fake one.
He
Well,
That's
yeah,
can't
yeah.
not
lactate.
real.
Men can't lactate.
I thought you could milk anything that has nipples.
That's not true. You
I
go
don't know,
men's
I
nipples
heard
were
that
useless.
Can you go milk a
completely.
bowl?
I mean, I wouldn't.
Can you go milk a bowl? I'd
Can
like
you
to
milk
see
a
you try.
cat? You
If
might
my
be able to milk
husband
a
started
cat.
having milk come out of
If
his
she's
titties,
pregnant.
I think
Yeah, if they're
I would freak out.
Sorry, it's
They
a.
wear sheets.
I don't know if anybody's seen Meet the Parents. It's a quote from Meet the Parents, Robert De Niro, Ben Stiller.
I want to see
Oh,
you
you
go
can
try
milk,
to milk a
anything
bowl.
with nipples. So I don't know. But okay, so your husband, he does the housework and
We both do it, but he does the cooking.
cooks.
He does a lot
He cleans.
more because and I'm more of on the kids because I'm more of nurturing than he is. So he's like,
okay. But so I mean, like, typically I think a woman who say she makes $500,000 a year, I think a lot of women who make that much money, even though they could totally, like, that's so much money, they could totally take care of a guy. I don't think most women, even if they can do that dynamic, I don't think a lot of them want to. I think a lot of when women make, say, $500,000, they're like, okay, well, I make this much now. Now, I want a guy who makes as much as me or more. So typically when women become financially successful, it's not always the case. Especially I think a lot of times with the OnlyFans girls, y'all will date broke guys. Like y'all will date because you're like, fuck, I do OnlyFans. How can I make myself more appealing? I guess I'll buy him a PlayStation. I'll buy him a fucking Xbox.
What?
You just stay at home, honey. And I'll go out and...
Y'all bold for that.
She knows. She's got a story. She got a story.
No, thank you.
She got a story. And
I'll sell it.
So it's common with the sex workers, but I feel like other women who aren't sex workers, who they make a lot of money, they're like, I'm not going to date a guy who's going to be like a bum, like a female attorney. No, there's no way she's... I mean, it's happened, of course, for sure, but they're not going to be thinking, okay, I'm going to freaking... date a barista. No, she's an attorney. She's like, I'm gonna date another attorney. I'll date a doctor. I'll date this, right? So I think it's a bit different.
Would you say that stay-at-home parents are bums?
No.
Not
at all.
No, of course
I just
not.
want to make sure I understood you correctly.
No, I was saying like, obviously when there's not children involved and like you got the super, like the girlfriend who's like ambitious and making a lot of money, either she does OnlyFans or she's got a career, and then she's got the boyfriend she's got a stay-at-home boyfriend. That's different than kid. Like if you got kids, I could see I think it's a bit more acceptable if it's like, okay, look, the woman is so capable or has the capacity to make so much money, and it like makes more sense for her to keep working than for the guy who, let's say a man and a woman meet in high school, and she's on track to become like a doctor one day. Well, I guess it depends when they have the kids, and then the guy is like, I don't know, he's not a bum, but he's got like a job where he makes $50,000 a year. So I don't know, what does he do? What's
Mechanic.
He's a mechanic. He's a barber. He cuts hair. So he makes, I don't know, $40K, $50K.
Barbers are making pretty good money though, from what I've seen on the research.
But if your wife, your girl, is making $300,000 a year, and then you start having kids, probably, like, obviously she should, like, nurse the kid, like, breast milk, whatever. But, like, for financial reasons, if she's making $300K, he's going to make $50K, and you have 2 kids to take care of, the guy should probably stay home in that situation. Financially, it makes more sense.
He could just go put himself in the same position she put herself in, whether it's educational wise, whether it's putting in the work or whatnot.
Nah, not everybody has. I don't think there are just some people who don't have the capacity to make, like some people just don't have it.
I feel like a lot of people have it. They just don't put it in their mind that they have it. They don't like to believe that they really have it.
Do you think that men can succeed as much as women?
I believe men can succeed much further than women.
In OnlyFans?
Honestly, yes.
OnlyFans.
Because guess what? They do OnlyFans management. Yep.
No.
And then they run the girls. They're taking 50% of these girls' cuts. Yes, they're making more money than the girls are.
But they're not doing the same work as a woman.
Exactly. But they still put themselves in a position in that industry to be able to exceed those women.
It's not the same position, though.
It's not. But that's the situation you're in, though. You have to rise above that position to be better than that, right?
Not everybody does management anyway.
Well, yeah, not everybody does. Everybody does, though, like their own way of making money. But you step into an industry and you want to be better than the next person, right?
Here, read this.
Chair 9, you mentioned the provider and protector. What do you bring to the table specifically? Can you give us insight how you played your role in your prior relations? Challenge your tried position. I have to challenge my tried position? What does that mean? He wants me to challenge my position or someone else's. But you were right that I was talking about a protector and provider. And what was the other question? What I bring to the table? I'm very good with children because I have younger brothers. So I would be a very good mother, in my opinion. I want to take care of a man, and I don't just care about my own needs. I care about the man's needs as well, and I don't like to argue. That's about it.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
They asked, so I answered.
Wall Street Kid, thank you for your chat. Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm just kidding. I pressed it as a joke. Let's see here. Lenley, lots of cheating stories.
Very true.
So you cheated?
No,
Oh, you got cheated on.
I did.
How many times? Probably the septum piercing. It causes it.
I think.
Telling you, it causes it.
I mean, confirmed. I think just once.
Confirmed. Oh, okay. Okay. I guess we can get into some of your further disagreements. We talked about the rating segment. Wasn't there was something else we had to do for the rating thing? Wasn't there? We can do that later. You had some thoughts on the submissive stuff. You think strong disagreement about women being subservient. So what specifically?
Yeah, like we talked about earlier, like I just feel like it's up to the dynamic. I don't feel like it should be default that women have to be subservient. But we already talked about that earlier.
How about this though? So we can agree that that can be negotiated. But what dynamic do you think tends to be the preference for both men and women? And which one do you think tends to work better in a long-term relationship? And what is better for society?
I don't know. I've seen a lot of relationships where, in like straight relationships, where the female is more dominant and kind of bosses the male around. So I don't know what's more successful because
Bosses the man around?
Yeah.
Bosses the man around. I think that's
not
different.
seen women boss men around and they like it. Some of them like it.
Well, I don't know if we're getting into like kink
like,
stuff
like
here.
they
That's
like
a
to be
bit
taken
different.
care
Happy
of.
wife, happy life.
Like they want.
Nah, that's bullshit. It should be happy spouse, happy house.
That's good. That's a good one. I've never heard that one, actually.
Not this happy wife thing. That's stupid.
I mean, everybody could be happy. Let's all be
yeah,
happy.
but the happy wife, happy life would indicate that men need to sacrifice for the sake of the woman's happiness, whereas happy spouse, like that would be a more mutual,
I think
self-sacrificial
we should both
thing.
sacrifice for each other, though.
Yeah, but the quote you used was gendered, so boo.
Boo-hoo.
Okay, come on, give me some. Come on, Henley. Did I say it?
No, Lenley.
Lenley. Sorry, I got I'm dyslexic. The other day I said shit. What did I say? Something the other day. I said waddle of water. So bottle of water. Yeah, I'm dyslexic. Okay, so come on. Strong disagreement. Let's hear it.
Oh, we can talk about how I think that if men don't eat pussy, I think it's gay.
That's one.
That's a
But really quick,
disagreement.
was there anything on the women being subservient? Like, because I asked you, I think, do the other women here want to weigh in?
Well, I don't have a problem with women being subservient. I just don't like that it's the default. I just don't think that it should always be the default.
Okay, so the default should be, go ahead.
I don't think there should be a default.
I don't think it should be like a must that women cook. Because what if they're like an awful cook? And like all their food is nasty.
That's what chefs are for.
I mean, the thing is that I think anybody, cooking is not, like cooking can be learned. You can become a good cook. You can follow recipes. You have to be like really special to like.
There's some people out there who can follow a recipe to
I don't know.
a
Can
T.
you cook?
My mom
I can
burns
decently
water.
cook, but yeah, there's
wait.
people out there that can
You know how
follow
to-
a recipe completely and it can come out awful.
Yeah, there is.
That's
they
very
exist.
true.
So
They exist.
like in that like position, would you step in and cook if your like spouse made disgusting food every time, no matter how hard she tried to follow a recipe?
Oh, well, so, I mean, I feel like the things that I like are pretty simple. I have a rice cooker that like you have to be really like, okay, one part rice, 2 parts water. You put a bay leaf in there.
So you only eat
That's
rice.
it.
That's
Well,
it. You'd be okay with that?
actually, my diet is typically pretty simple. I'm the type, I do like some variety, but I can eat rice like every single day. Rice, steak, zucchini, Brussels sprouts.
What if she makes
Actually,
you a
women
well
can
done
definitely
steak?
fuck up Brussels sprouts, not gonna lie.
What about a well done steak?
Sure, yeah, you can fuck up a steak.
What if she even fucks up rice?
Yeah, what if she
Like,
burns?
is that
What
like,
if she
is
makes
that like
it?
a deal breaker for you? Like
Then-
if they just like can't cook?
What if they put
So I
3
wouldn't
parts
say,
rice and
so I
1
wouldn't
part
say
water?
it's a, well, look, I'm in a unique position because like if I don't have a girl in the picture, I would just DoorDash every single one of my meals.
Good thing you got that DoorDash gift card.
Exactly, right? Alice is
need
hooking
that.
it up. Alice is hooking it up for sure. But yeah, I mean, once you make a certain amount of money, it's like Like I prefer, in terms of my own time, I'd rather just get food delivered.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I think to myself, okay, I'm gonna do it. Like the only benefit, you do it yourself, you know exactly what's going in the food. Although there can be contaminants, even if you like buy it at the grocery store. And then you can cook. You have more control in terms of cooking healthy. If you get delivery, I don't know, they can use a lot of like oils and butter sometimes, so you don't always totally know the whatever. But if she was really bad, I'd just be like, okay, well, fucking getting everything delivered then, I guess.
Can we get some food delivered right now? I'm
My stomach
hungry.
is growling.
Yeah, mine too.
Or I might just hire.
I think she's hearing it.
I might just hire like a chef, I guess.
Ooh, can you do that now?
But, huh?
Can you do that now? I'm hungry.
Yeah, where's the chef?
Where's the chef
right
at?
now? Right now?
We're all hungry.
Yeah, we'll get some food soon, probably. We'll try to get some food for everybody. But I don't know if it's not a deal breaker if she can't cook. But the stuff I like isn't that complicated. I'll need like she doesn't have to be some chef at a 5-star restaurant.
5-star
Make
chef.
me a steak, scrambled eggs, rice, fucking
easy.
zucchini, Brussels sprouts, broccoli. It's not crazy.
Okay, so your expectations aren't that crazy.
No,
to make
I don't
ceviche and
think
I
so.
don't even
You
eat fish.
do some potatoes. Do some interesting with potatoes. Like very simple. I don't need some crazy fucking crazy. I don't know. You don't need to
Calamari.
just dump it all on the plate. You don't gotta like arrange it all crazy. Like just dump it on the plate. I'm happy. If it tastes good, it tastes good. But cleaning is like, if you fuck up cleaning, then that's, I don't know. You gotta know how to clean. You know.
I'm weird.
maybe
I
one-
can't clean if people are watching me. I have to like.
Can you
have
speak
my
into the
house-
mic, my dear?
I have to have my house like empty for me to clean because I don't like people watching me while I clean.